mean lower low water. What that is, I can't even explain it, but it's an average of the low mean tide over the last 19 years. Either way, that's how they measure it, and that's how that record will be established. Winds continue to pick up here in the Hudson Valley. We're protected, so don't think that this is, really not that bad a wind, because you get up into some of those buildings or into some of these streets or out over the open water, it's a lot gustier. We've already gusted over 50 miles per hour at JFK. Guys, look out here. You can see what we've got in the Statue of Liberty. Lady Liberty's not showing up as well as she was about 5 minutes ago, that's for sure. We continue to see a lot of wave action here on the water. Interesting, you got a Statue cruise ship out through here. I don't think this is actually giving a cruise. I think they may be moving some of these ships around. But what we're expecting, Nick, is water to get up to about this high. That's what we're looking at here. In Irene, it was about this high. So that's going to be much, much higher. But up there, now you just kind of go back this way, and you think, all right, that's all over the grass here. That's potentially in the parking lot back where our vehicles are. There's just a ton of media out through here as well. So what we're going to do is this water comes up, we're going to continue to move back and back and back as much as we can. We've already heard Bill Cairns is around here. He just told me that down the way that the wave action, which is hitting the seawall at a much more perpendicular angle. I mean, the waves are coming parallel to the seawall right now. Where it's hitting it against the wall, we've actually had some damage to the wall at this point. So more and more of that is expected. The big thing is when that high tide gets here, how high is the water going to get. All right, Carl Parker, our hurricane specialist. Carl, what is the latest on this? How far is this from New York right now? About 300 or less?
It's less than that. The core of the storm is now less than about 150 miles from the south coast of Jersey, so probably a couple hundred now from New York. So it's not very far away, and at this point, we think it's going to come in most likely in the early evening hours, probably about 7 to 8. But again, the core of the storm is really important as regards where the worst of the surge is going to be. But as you know, the effects are already being felt across much of the Northeast, and that's only going to step up over the next few hours here. Right now, it's a 90-mile-per-hour storm. It's moving north-northwest at 18 miles per hour. Here's this visible imagery we've been getting from the University of Wisconsin. You can really see how the winds speed up. Notice the clouds moving along here well away from the center, but look closer there. You get a little bit closer to that core, which is still very tropical. Thunderstorms firing up all about that core. There's an eye wall here, much as we see with regular hurricanes, even though this thing has some non-tropical characteristics. See the motion right there? See how fast that is? That is the wind that's going to be driving into the Jersey Shore. So this is really going to be extreme along the Jersey Shore later today, and that's again going to be coming in towards this afternoon and through the evening hours. So let's take a look at the current winds. And right now, winds are gusting to 51 miles per hour, Wallops Island, now 35 in Washington, D.C. Farther northward, very strong wind has been coming into Boston, gusting to 53 right now, 48 Montauk, and 47 in New York City. And that wind is going to continue to step up. And we have already gotten reports of trees down from Brooklyn out across Long Island. We expect to see a lot more of that as the wind continues to move in. And we'll take a look at the timeline coming up here in just a few minutes in the Tropical Update.